Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. 18th G20 Leaders Summit kickstarts at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announces adoption of Leaders Summit declaration. India announces launch of Global Biofuel Alliance at G20 Summit in New Delhi. Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland State Branch observes World First Aid Day. And Nagaland to roll out round 2 of Intensified Mission Indradhanush 5.0 from 11 to 16 September. Now the news in detail. The 18th G20 Leaders Summit has kick-started in New Delhi today. Earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi welcomed the world leaders at Bharat Mandapam, including US President Joe Biden, UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, Prime Minister of Canada Justin Trudeau, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and others. In his remarks at the first session, titled One Earth, Modi said it is a very crucial time for the world. He pointed out that post-COVID world is suffering from trust deficit and war has deepened it further. Modi said the world is living in a time when age-old problems are seeking answers and there is a need to fulfill the responsibilities with human-centric approach. He also extended his warm welcome to the dignitaries. The consensus has been reached on the New Delhi G20 Leaders Summit declaration. The Prime Minister announced the adoption of the declaration during the second session titled One Family in the ongoing G20 Leaders Summit. In his opening remarks during the session, the Prime Minister congratulated the ministers, Sherpas and officials involved in finalizing the declaration. India today announced the launch of a global biofuel alliance at the G20 summit in New Delhi. Speaking at a G20 session, Prime Minister Narendra Modi stressed the need that all countries should work together in the field of fuel blending. He said India's proposal is to take an initiative at a global level to take ethanol blending in petrol up to 20%. The Prime Minister invited all the countries to join the Global Biofuel Alliance. Modi said India stands among the countries where a large-scale solar revolution is underway. Millions of Indian farmers have embraced natural farming. He said this is a big campaign to protect human health as well as the health of the soil and the earth. Modi added that India has also launched a national green hydrogen mission to boost green hydrogen production. He added that during India's G20 presidency, New Delhi has also taken significant steps towards creating a global hydrogen ecosystem. Reserve Bank of India has set up RBI Digital Innovation Pavilion at Hall Number 3 at Pragati Maidan Complex to showcase its digital initiatives to the delegates of G20 countries. At the pavilion, 5 digital initiatives have been showcased. Executive Director of RBI, Ajay Kumar Chowdhury, said Central Bank Digital Currency (CBDC) will be showcased to the delegates. He said users can download the wallet and use this for any transaction. He said CBDC wallet is interoperable with the UPI. Apart from these, digital payment initiatives UPI, One World, RuPay on the Go, Bharat Bill Payment System and Public Tech Platform for frictionless credit have also been displayed for the visitors. The Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland IRCSN State Branch observed the World First Aid Day today under the theme First Aid in the Digital World at the Conference Hall Red Cross Complex Kohima with Collier Dolph, MC member and First Aid Master Trainer, and Dr. Ngangshi Merin, MC member as resource person. The IRCSN Society organized first aid training for the managing committee members, staff of IRCSN, and tenants of Red Cross Complex. The training empowered individuals with knowledge and confidence to respond effectively in an emergency situations. Participants also learned critical technique to provide immediate assistance and support until professional medical help arrives. The training imparted valuable first aid skills to create a safer environment and to foster a culture of preparedness and responsibilities. This news comes to you from Akashvani, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News On Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. The round 2 of Intensified Mission Indradhanush IMI 5.0 is scheduled for 11 to 16 September and round 3 from 9 to 14 October. In round 1 of IMI 5.0, Nagaland could achieve 81% coverage for 0 to 2 years age group, 92% coverage in 2 to 5 years age group, and 86% coverage for identified pregnant women as per state coverage data. For round 2 of IMI, the state has created 191 IMI sessions with trial target of 1,187 of 0 to 5 years and 81 pregnant women. These are beneficiaries who are unvaccinated and partially vaccinated children and pregnant mothers who could not take up timely immunization. If some beneficiaries are missed during the head count, there is an option for on-site registration for which an IT card will be required. Despite multiple visits to household by healthcare workers, the challenge of vaccine refusal still exists, which is a major hurdle in ensuring that no child is left behind for life-saving vaccinations. With the upcoming round 2 of IMI 5.0, the National Health Mission, Nagaland, hopes that these caregivers will take up the opportunity to get the children fully protected from vaccine-preventable diseases. It further sought the continued support from allied departments, faith-based organizations, civil society organizations, village council chairpersons, women leaders and members of IMA, IAP, IDA, Rotary, Lions Club, etc. in ensuring that all children under 5 years of age in the family or community complete their dose during these special immunization sessions. Union Minister of State Independent Charge, Science and Technology, Dr. Jitendra Singh said, "World today looks up to India as an equal partner in international collaboration of every nature." Singh said, "We are now lending space sector services to America and Russia, earning over $170 million and over 250 million euros. Across the world, the entire growth from now onwards is going to be largely technology-driven," and added that this was evident from the fact that during PM Modi's recent US visit, most of the bilateral agreements were based on science and innovation. Singh said India's first human space flight mission, Gangayaan, is the next big project before ISRO. In this, the minister added that 3 Indian Air Force pilots are undergoing rigorous training for being rocketed into space at 10 times the speed of sound and then living in zero-gravity conditions. Beren District Administration, in collaboration with GHE, Impact Ventures and Small Industries Development Bank of India, will be conducting 3-day training program on hospitality, Homestay from 16 to 18 October 2023 at Rural Self-Employment Training Institute in Beren headquarters. Deputy Commissioner Beren, Vinit Kumar, has informed that interested candidates can submit their applications and mail at dcberen-ngl@nic.in on or before 15th September. Food and lodging for the trainees will be provided free of cost, and there will be a registration fee of 300 rupees per applicant. Further trainee selection will be followed on first-come, first-served basis. For more information, one may contact at 7736 793893. And in weather, India Meteorological Department has predicted light, moderate, scattered to fairly widespread rainfall, thunderstorm with isolated heavy rainfall activity very likely over Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura during 9 to 11 of this month. Meanwhile, Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 18.4 degrees Celsius. And now to the news, here are the main points again. 18th G20 Leaders Summit kickstarts at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announces adoption of Leaders Summit declaration. India announces launch of Global Biofuel Alliance at G20 Summit in New Delhi. Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland State Branch observes World First Aid Day. And Nagaland to roll out round 2 of Intensified Mission Indradhanush 5.0 from 11 to 16 September. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.